Hey everybody, it's Justice for Comics. I wanted to shoot this video. I got a couple books in the mail over the weekend. It's Saturday and wanted to highlight a few things. I also saw a couple new variant covers that look really cool. And also there's a couple websites that have some special variant deals I'm going to go over. So yeah, just some things that I thought looked pretty interesting. This was a book I believe it's coming out this coming Wednesday. Winter Soldier #1. This is the 1 in 50. I think it's Geist, the Geist cover. I think I'm pronouncing his name right. I saw this on Midtown. They wanted $51 for it. Or maybe it was 42. I think it was $42.50. They wanted $42.50 for it. And I looked on eBay and I decided not to buy it on Midtown. I thought it was a cool cover, but I didn't really want to pay $42 for it. So, normally a 1 in 50, it should be about a $50 comic book on a pre-order, basically. So there were some websites that had this on pre-order between 45 and 50 bucks. I got real lucky and found to buy it now, buy it now on eBay for $30. So I ended up getting this for $30. Really, really nice deal. If you look on eBay right now, I think there's only 2 for sale, one for $75 and another one for $90. So it doesn't mean they're selling at those levels yet, but this could be a very, very tough book to get because you figure a lot of shops. Winter Soldier is not a heavily ordered book. I've got a shop here in Tampa, and he's got a pretty good subscription service, and he might have had maybe 20 to 25 of these ordered. And it's a big shop. I mean, it's one of the largest in Tampa on volume, and 20 to 25. So there is a shop down in Clearwater, St. Pete Clearwater area called Emerald City. That one probably would have gotten one of these. I'm sure they had at least 50 coming into their store. So again, not a real easy book to get, considering you have to have 50 of the A cover to get one of these. So for $30, I thought that was a really exceptional deal. Really cool. I guess on the A cover, there's another mistake by Marvel, the one of many. I guess there's some pages of Venom #9, if I'm not mistaken, in some A covers of the Winter Soldier A cover. So be aware of that when you're at your shop. You may want to, if the shop lets you, I don't know if they come bag and boarded already or if they're sitting on the wall without a bag and a board on it. You may want to take a peek inside to see if it's the Air. If it's the Air A cover, so that might be worth getting. I checked this one out. It doesn't look like the variants had any problems with the Air. It's just the A cover, I believe. So thought that would be worth mentioning. Another book I just got in the mail that I purchased last week is the second appearance of Zatanna. This is the Atom #19. Second appearance. So her first appearance, I think I highlighted that on my top 10 video. That made the top 10 list, which is Hawkeye, or Hawkman #4 rather. And that's an expensive book. In this grade, I would say this grade is like a 6 to, maybe a 7, probably 6 to 6.5 conservatively. No major creases. There's a couple spine dings. This might be a 7, 7.5, 7.5 maybe. It just depends. I mean, grading is very subjective, but it's a really nice looking book. If this was her first appearance, this would be a $500, $600, $700 book easily in this condition. Maybe a little bit more. So kind of out of my price range for what I wanted to spend. I mean, I do like Zatanna. I think she's a cool character. I think DC is going to use her more and more like they are right now with the Dark Justice League. There's a movie coming out, obviously. That could be a big deal, especially if it's done really, really well. So Zatanna, it's definitely a great book. That first appearance would be a tough book to get. It's just expensive, and it's an older book. It's a 12 center, so this is early 1960s. So it's really hard to find in good shape. I've looked on eBay, anything in the 7 and to 8 range is, pretty expensive, well over $1,000. So, you probably could get a nice graded CGC like 4 or 5 for $500 to $600. That probably would be a good buy right now. But I settled on the second appearance. I figure, sometimes second appearances are good to have. And I got this one and I think this was number 17 of the Atom. I got both of these for $57, so really good deal. I think this second appearance, I think that book is easily going to be $100 to $200 book at some point, especially when the movie gets closer to a trailer and things like that. I think you could see this book go up a lot more. And I'm really, really happy with the condition. This was the best condition one I could see on there. That wasn't great. There wasn't too many of these for sale in raw condition. There were some graded copies that they wanted a lot more for, but for a raw copy in this condition, it was the only one I saw on eBay, so I grabbed it while I could. All right, so those are the 2 books I wanted to kind of highlight. Let's jump into, I want to kind of jump into here a couple cool covers that I noticed. So Martian Manhunter. There's a really cool Middleton cover on issue number 2. Let me pull this up here. Let me type in Middleton. I know I got an email from one of the stores. Yeah, there it is. So really cool Middleton cover. I mean, I just think that is awesome. That's so cool. So I would imagine this is going to be a hot cover. I don't know. I feel like I've got an eye for covers that are going to do well, and I just think that is a really good Middleton cover. I like it a lot better than the number 1. This is issue number 1 Middleton cover. I mean, it's nice. It's beautiful with the coloring and everything. But this is just like, wow. It's crazy. It's very, very good. So that's something that, make sure you have that on your pull list, or make sure you grab that if you can. I wanted to also go over the upcoming Conan number 1. So I've kind of highlighted let me see here. Let me go back to images. Sorry everybody. I know that they're doing so the Zafino. So that's the Virgin Zafino color variant. So Mutant Beaver is the website. It's a Canadian comic store, and they are doing and there's not just them. I think there's a UK store called Sad Lemon. They're also doing it. So they're doing a color Virgin variant, which is this, and then there's also this in a black and white, which I don't see anything on Google with that image, the black and white image, but so it looks just like this, but it's black and white. And the color version is limited to 1,000 copies, and the black and white sketch is limited to 500. So I ordered that right away today. It premiered today at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Mutant Beaver's website. They also give you a code, a 10% discount code. The discount code is Conan10. So if you're interested in buying that, they've got, I'm buying the set. It's the color version and the black and white version set. There's also a trade dress that they're selling. So if you want, there's like a 3-part set. I already ordered a bundle package from Third Eye Comics that includes that trade dress Zafino. Let me see if I can get on Third Eye's website. I think I'm having a problem with my internet. Of course, right when I'm filming. Let's see if I can get on it. I know if I can't get on it, I'll still explain what it is. So, Third Eye Comics. They're based out of Baltimore, Maryland. Yeah, here we go. And they've got a Conan bundle package. Let me see if I can look that up for you real quick. Sorry, everybody. Yeah, having a problem. Let's see if I can get to it. Okay, here we go. So they send me emails, you know, kind of letting me know what's going on. Yeah, here we go. I think this is it. They're also doing a store signing with Jason Aaron, the writer. He's going to be showing up in the store to sign copies. Yeah, here we go. So they've got this bundle package. Let me zoom out a little bit. $20 gets you just the A cover. There's a party exclusive cover. Yeah, there's going to be like 10 covers, I think, for this Conan relaunch here. I think it's going to be really good. You've got Jason Aaron, and you've got the normal covers by Esad Ribic, which I love his artwork. Yeah, so you've got a $100 bundle called the Destroyer bundle. I like the name of these, Destroyer. You got the cover A. You've got an Asar. I don't know how you pronounce that. Party exclusive, Esad Ribic teaser variant, the Jesus Sayaz variant, the Kirby Fagan variant, the blank variant, the Scotty Young variant. There's an action figure variant, the Zafino 1 in 25 variant, the Acuna 1 in 25 variant, the Cassidy 1 in 10 variant, and the Granov 1 in 50 variant, all for $100. That's a pretty good deal to get all those. I mean, you figure the 1 in 25s, that's worth at least $20 to $25 each, right? So there's $40 at least, and then the Granov, that's easily a $50 book. So you're getting basically all these other variants for free, essentially. So it's a great deal. So the one I picked up was the $200 bundle. So you get all that's in the Destroyer, and it's called the Conqueror bundle. So you get all the ones I just described there, plus you get 2 other books that are pretty rare. The Sienkiewicz 1 in 200 variant. Let me blow this up a little so you can see. The 1 in 200 variant by Sienkiewicz, and also the Conan Esad Ribic Premier variant. There's only 2 of those per store. So those 2 books alone are probably worth the $200, right? I mean, a 1 in 200 variant, that's easily going to go for $150 to $175 on eBay as soon as that book is released, no doubt about it. And then that Ribic Premier, there's only 2 of those per store. That's going to be pretty rare too. So you figure that's at least a $50 to $75 book. So you're getting well over $200 just in 2 books, in my opinion. And then you're getting all these other ones basically for free. So I jumped on that. I definitely pre-ordered that bundle. So the only difference is there's a $400 bundle. You get everything the $200 bundle has. The only thing that's different is they give you that 1 in 500 Hildebrandt variant, which, you know, obviously that's a pretty rare cover. So here's what the, center this a little bit. There's the Sienkiewicz variant, which is pretty cool. Very nice cover. This is the Granov variant, which is really nice. Very nice. And let me Yeah, I don't know why they don't have the Hildebrandt variant listed. I mean, I know there's a picture of it. Don't see it on their website. Oh, here it is. Yeah. So this is the, man, sorry, the lighting, it's a little too bright. Let me angle this a little bit better. Yeah, I guess that's the best I could do. It's a little too bright. There's the Hildebrandt. I mean, it's pretty cool. I think the Sienkiewicz looks a little bit better, but this is a 1 in 500, so this thing's going to be rare. This is probably going to be a $350 to $400 book. So this bundle is probably the best value, you know, if if this Hildebrandt variant sells for what it, you know, for what it should. So I don't know how long these bundles will last. This book comes out in January. What I like about Mutant Beaver is, as well, is they're real nice. I've bought something from them in the past, and I think the day they were shipping there, they had the artist there or the writer there, and they got the book signed for me for free. So, you know, they're kind of cool. I like the way they do business. The only thing in the U.S. here is their shipping costs are a little expensive. So I think there's a problem in the Canadian Post. My buddy Jim's Comics had told me not that long ago that they had some issues with the unions for the post office. So you know, it's some stuff takes a while to get shipped to you from Canada, and I think the costs have gone up. So I know I ordered something else. I ordered those Zafino sets, and my shipping cost estimate is going to be like $19. So, I mean, it's I got a 10% discount, so it helps absorb a little bit of that cost. But, you know, the shipping costs right now out of Canada are pretty expensive. The problem is these store exclusives for that Zafino variant, the only ones I've found are, there's one in Canada, Mutant Beaver, and then there's one in the UK. The problem with the UK is, you know, their currency conversion's not very good. It's a lot more favorable to buy from a Canadian store because of the currency conversion versus a UK. You're going to pay more money for the same thing out of the UK store. Shipping's probably going to be a tad less than the Canadian, but I don't think it's too much less. So I just went with the Canadian store versus the UK store. I've bought some stuff from the UK. I pre-ordered a lot of that Rags. I think the issue number 2 was tough to get in the US, so I pre-ordered a lot of that from the UK. Forbidden Planet, I think, was the company, which I've had some issues with them in the past, so I'm not a huge fan of Forbidden Planet. But, you know, in some ways they're the only game in town for certain books. So I think the other one I picked up was Punchline. Both of them are from Antarctic Press. You know, they're sold out in the U.S. Nobody has those copies, and I was still able to pre-order those in advance through Forbidden Planet in the UK. So, you know, you just have to measure it. It's going to be a little bit more cost for the currency conversion in the UK. And in Canada, the cost will be lower, but your shipping costs will be higher. So I don't know, maybe you don't win. It's probably just a push. But I really love those Zafino covers, and that was kind of the only way to take advantage of it. So I don't know of any stores. I looked, you know, usually companies like IGC, Comic Store, or Frankie's Comics, sometimes they'll have certain exclusive variants, but they don't have it. So the only 2 I found were Sad Lemon out of the UK and Mutant Beaver out of Canada. So and then the other option is this Third Eye Comics, which has that bundle package. So I think the bundle package is the best way to go. You know, it's a little bit more costly, but you're getting a lot for your money. Just a couple of those variants will pay for the entire bundle. So what I plan on doing is, I don't think I'm going to keep that Sienkiewicz cover. I'll probably sell it. I should be able to get close to $200 for that, and that'll pay for all the other books I'm getting out of that bundle. So I would imagine that bundle is going to sell out as we get closer to January. I think January 9th is the release date of Conan #1. So yeah, I just wanted to bring that to your attention. I think there's some good deals right now. I think that Third Eye Comics, it's a great site to pre-order stuff in advance, especially because they do bundles, which I don't see too many stores do that. So that's just my opinion on that. Let me know what you guys think. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell for notifications, and please leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. What do you think of Conan #1? What do you think of my Zatanna pickup and my Winter Soldier pickup? I love these books. I think they're cool. Yeah, let me know what you think. All right, guys. Hey, have a great week, rest of the weekend. I will post my next video more than likely on Wednesday with new comic book day releases. All right, thanks.